In 2020, 12.3 million people watched Travis Scott perform in Fortnite. He was only estimated to make about $500,000, but after sales of merch and in-game purchases, he made around $20 million. From pixels, from a concert that didn't really exist, where no one actually saw him perform. That's more money than most artists make from an entire world tour. More money than most artists make in their entire career. And believe it or not, it had absolutely nothing to do with music. See, the music industry discovered something that changed everything. Why sell music for $10 when you can sell a lifestyle and a brand for much, much more? To understand how we got here, you need to understand what died first. Music sales.
Let me cash or charge?
Charge.
In 1999, the music industry made $14 billion from CD sales. And by 2019, only $1 billion. Streaming was supposed to save everything. Instead, it became the final nail in the coffin. An artist needs 250,000 streams just to make minimum wage. 1 million streams, that's rent money. And just to show you guys the receipts, here's my streams. Not too bad, 1.5 million streams on one and 800 on another one. 4 million streams in total. It paid a few bills, but that's about it. So the industry had two choices, either die or evolve. They chose evolution, but not the kind you think. See, they realized something genius. Music doesn't have to be the product. It can be the advertisement. And once they figured that out, there wasn't no going back.
This right here is a 90210 music video. See right there, there's a figure right there. But I'm a huge fan, so you can't say I'm a fake fan because I have the Roto figure.
Rihanna hasn't dropped an album since 2016. But you know what she did drop? $1 billion makeup empire. Dr. Dre, he sold his music catalog for $200 million, but he sold the Beats company for $3 billion. The music has become the commercial for the real business. And us, we fell for it every time. All right, so let's start with the most obvious hustle, merch. Now, I'm not talking about the average band tee. I'm talking about this new wave of drops and exclusive collections, limited editions. The ones that got people camping outside venues and crashing websites on release day. So let's break down the math. You see this hoodie right here? Costs about $5 to make. The label pays around $20 for it. They slap a logo on it and now it's $80. If it's a tour exclusive, it's $120. And if it's limited edition, it's $200. We know it's the same hoodie. You can see the Gildan tag on it, but we buy it anyway. You see, what they did was they turned merchandise from products into experiences, using every sales tactic in the book. Artificial scarcity, only 1,000 made. Once it's gone forever. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying that this is necessarily a bad thing or to not buy merch. I just think it's good to know, if I am going to be used, I at least want to know how I'm being used. But what sucks is even if you did want to support the artist, the way some of these artist deals are made up, the artist doesn't even get the majority of the money from the merch.
What is a 360 deal?
A 360 deal is when they manage you, they own part of your publishing, they own everything. They own part of your touring, they own part of your merchandising. So basically you're getting money off of everything that you do. And
so the whole pie, they're a part of it.
Yeah, they're a part of it.
So at the end of the day, we're not just buying clothes or exclusive artist flavors. We're buying membership into the club. To see the real finesse, we gotta talk about something that doesn't even really exist. Intimacy. Look at these VIP packages. When Justin Bieber did the Purpose Tour, the VIP packages went from $200 for a basic meet and greet up to $2,000 for the ultimate experience. Taylor Swift packages, they were going from $300 to $1,300, but not for front row seats. It was just for the chance to get into the venue early and purchase merch before everybody else. And her VIP packages didn't even include a meet and greet. But before we go deeper, let me explain what's really happening. You see, in psychology, they call it parasocial relationships. It's when you develop a one-sided emotional connection with somebody who doesn't even know you exist. You feel like you know them, like their struggles and their favorite coffee or something like that. But them, even with the best intentions, they don't know who you are. Now, these relationships aren't new. People have been feeling connected to celebrities since forever. But what is new is how artists and labels have turned these fake relationships into their entire business strategy. You ever wonder how an artist becomes really popular, but it doesn't seem like their music is that good? It's because the business isn't really about music anymore. It's more about selling a lifestyle and making people feel connected to that lifestyle. I'll give you a good example. So whether you hate him or love him, Drake is a master at doing this. He'll have his fans crying in the car on one album launch and then having them feel like a mob boss on another one. His use of parasocial relationships is so strong that he can pretty much switch personas and bring his fans along with him. I mean, it's all really started with social media. Specifically, I think Instagram was really pivotal in monetizing this strategy. And it's not evil or anything like that. It's not necessarily good or bad. It's just how our brains work. But what the music industry has done is they've leveraged that feeling. Artists and celebrities charging for cameo videos and virtual meet and greet.
Devin, what up, though? It's your boy Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Hello, Hannah. Hannah Slinker.
And the thing is, some artists genuinely try to connect with fans. Like, some of those meet and greets actually mean something to them. But when it becomes a whole industry, or when there's a whole machine behind monetizing every possible interaction, you know, something starts to feel just a little bit sketchy. They basically found a way to put a price tag on connection. And whether that connection is real or not, I guess you really gotta be a #1 fan. By the way, what the hell happened to NFTs? I thought that was supposed to be the future. Yo, buy my NFT, son, it's going to the moon. The music industry was in on that too. Video clips and JPEGs for like 10 grand. And now they worth nothing. And it wasn't just NFTs. You had crypto coins and virtual land that didn't even exist. Soulja Boy and Lil Yachty promoted pump and dump schemes. DJ Khaled got fined by the SEC. But the craziest one, virtual concerts. Not like Travis and Fortnite, that one was at least free. I'm talking about the artists charging real money for fake concerts, like $50 to watch an avatar perform. $100 front row seats to your computer screen. By the way, does anybody actually use the metaverse right now? Let me know in the comments if you hanging out in the metaverse. I guess you kind of got to blame the pandemic for all of this. But in the business world, they have this acronym called ABC, always be closing. It's basically, no matter what's happening, always be trying to close that sale.
You're the beaver, man. You're the beaver. You're the beaver always working for a solution. You're the squirrel looking for the nut.
The real money, it's not selling to fans anymore. It's selling fans to the brands. You can see the pattern. They drop headphones, makeup, then supplements, then whatever else they can slap their name on it. But here's the genius part. They don't present it as products. They present it as a lifestyle. What's up, girlies? This ain't just makeup. This how you become a bad bitch like me.
Yo, what's up, dog? These aren't just headphones. It's how you hear music, like I do.
Yo, what's up, daddy? This is Puff. This ain't just a liquor. Success in the bottle. Take that, take that, take that. And we eat it right up. Why? Because streaming turned into just background noise. It's disposable.
Million streams independent is like on Spotify, $4,000. Give or take.
If you're independent?
Yeah. If you own 100% of the song.
Got it. And then if you're with a label, how much you get?
You may not see anything.
Let's say you're already recouped. How much is 1 million streams?
It depends on what your split is with the label. It's the same $4,000. It's the same $4,000. It just is like.
So the artist just said, I mean, forget the music. I'll just use the music as the commercial for everything else. Every song becomes a product placement. And every music video basically just becomes a fashion show. And then every tour becomes another merch drop. And then Sabrina Carpenter was paid by Van Leeuwen just for her espresso flavored ice cream. I mean, it tastes better because her face is on it, right? They basically turned themselves into venture capitalists and we're the investment fund. Maybe I'm giving away too much game. Basically, the labels are stacking up money. A lot of us are stacking up debt, and then the artist is the middleman. And the main way they're doing this is just creating FOMO. You're not buying a hoodie, you're buying the right to say that you're a real fan.
I spent $150 on the Yeezy Gap zip up. Here's a zip up. Honestly, it looks like a normal zip up, but trust me, it's not. Got the Yeezy Gap logo.
It's more like, look at the tribe I belong to. I mean, they trained us to market for them. We basically became billboards to pay for the artist's luxuries, and then at the same time lining the pockets of the labels that are at the same time exploiting those artists to sell to us or sell us to the brands. And it's a big circle jerk of exploitation. Can I say that on YouTube? We leaving it in there. So here's the truth nobody talks about. The music was never the product. You were.
Your attention, your loyalty, your wallet, your social media, everything.
But here's the thing, I'm not even saying that this is all bad. All I'm saying is understand the game. Because we live in a world where everybody has to be a brand now. You're building up your LinkedIn profile, you're trying to get your IG popping, your personal brand, you're trying to get a job, you're trying to find a partner. We're living in a time where everything is content and everybody is media. You'd be surprised how many moms on TikTok are making thousands from posting their kids dancing and doing skits. Now look, I'm not saying exploit anybody, don't do that. All I'm saying is know when you're being sold to, know when you're the product, but also know how to play the game when you need to. Because whether we like it or not, we're all in the attention economy now. It's just the music industry got here first, so might as well learn from the best, or the worst, depending on how you look at it. Now, some artists have mastered the money game and have gone on to build huge empires, while some have completely dropped the ball. Watch this video on the screen next to see the artists who let their labels and their hunger for luxury completely eat them alive. I'll see you over there. Till next time, peace.